Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go, with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Investigators say stolen money and marijuana led to a local kidnapping and assault that has 6 people facing charges.
Authorities say back in February, the 6 suspects brought a man to the edge of Sioux Falls where they punched and kicked him hundreds of times.
According to interviews with investigators, the suspects were upset because the man had allegedly stole $20 to $40 along with a small amount of marijuana.
When somebody takes something from you, you can call law enforcement. It appears on the outside looking in that they took matters into their own hands. And we're lucky we didn't have really serious injuries out there or even a death.
Phillips says a Snapchat video showing the assault helped lead investigators to the suspects. Each is being held in the Minnehaha County Jail on bonds ranging from $50,000 to $100,000.
Authorities say one man is now in custody following an apartment fire and alleged burglary that happened Sunday in Pipestone, Minnesota.
The Pipestone County Sheriff's Office says deputies arrived at the residence on the west side of town shortly after 9 Sunday morning for a report of an active domestic disturbance and burglary. There was a fire inside one of the apartment buildings that crews were able to put out. A
suspect who had fled the scene was later found in Lyon County and taken into custody. An investigation is still underway, but no injuries were reported from the fire.
We have an update on a grass fire that started Saturday morning in western South Dakota.
The 79 fire burning near Fairburn in Custer County is now about 60% contained and 5,400 acres in size. Sunday afternoon, crews captured this video of what they say appeared to be a dust devil near the fire.
This happens when fires like this one generate significant heat and create a vortex of hot air. So far, no structures have been lost in the fire.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning. As we monitor your weather forecast today, we are anticipating the chance of severe weather for parts of our region. We are looking here into Minnesota in particular is the highest chance of severe weather, but certainly there will be storms on the South Dakota side as well. Here's kind of the latest layout, and we've had dense fog or low clouds in northern South Dakota. A northeast wind is not going to be a warming wind today for a lot of us in Mobridge, Aberdeen, Sisseton. We do expect the opposite to be true in the southwest. We've got a warm, dry wind today, and in the southeast, it's a warm and humid afternoon in northwest Iowa. And then eventually we'll clash all these air masses together and brew up some storms, probably in southeast South Dakota. A little closer look at that. That's coming up here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Brian. The new Turner County Courthouse is getting closer to completion.
As crews continue their work, officials are looking to add a mural that honors the county's history.
We're standing at the entrance of the new courthouse, the double doors here, and the corridors into the courthouse. It'll be kind of on both sides of the corridor. We're thinking about having an old plat map from early 1900s as the backdrop, and then kind of a three-dimensional with the different images that we want to display and showcase of Turner County.
Officials are looking for the public's help to complete the project. To find out how you can submit photos for the mural, you can visit the link with this story on KELOLAND.com.
Hosanna Lutheran Church in Watertown is still recovering after it was struck by lightning last May and started a fire.
The sanctuary was the most damaged, with both smoke and water damage. While the church was displaced for a while, they moved back into the building around 5 months ago.
The rest of the church outside the sanctuary was basically finished, good enough for us to move back in, and so we're in the offices, the Sunday school rooms, and we worship now in the fellowship area space, and that's been going well.
Last week, the church was able to raise the cross back up in the sanctuary, the same one that was in the building during the fire.
Sunday was the final day that professional bull riders, or PBR, competed in Sioux Falls.
This is one of the final events before the finals, which means stakes were high for the bull riders.
There has been maybe 15 guys have a qualified ride, but only 2 of those have scored 2 scores. Everything else has just been on a 1-score aggregate. So you put up a big score today, you do still have a chance to place highly in the event.
PBR includes riders from around the world, ranging in age from 18 into their 40s.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check your weather with Brian.
All right, as we track your weather forecast, a lot of stories to get to today. We obviously start off with a fire weather warning in effect for southwest South Dakota. Very dry, windy weather at times, 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts. That is not cooperative to the conditions folks here are dealing with. And then also we have the chance of some scattered storms. Now, most of South Dakota is in that marginal risk, but it's the far southeast and east behind me here. I'll step out of the way. You can see that slight risk in effect there across Marshall down to Laverne, and then, of course, a little farther east, an enhanced risk. We're monitoring the developments from SPC. They could be changing some of those elements maybe a little bit. You can see that push of moisture there. Those are temperatures by 12 o'clock, and there's quite a contrast here. We've got 70s in Sioux Falls, 60s in Brookings, and probably staying most of the day in the 50s or hoping for that level in Aberdeen. That forecast has continued to cool off. And then look at that right there. Storms maybe developing east of Worthington along the warm front. That's one possibility. And then other storms that'll probably blow up to the west of Sioux Falls. Now, I'm going to pan the map over here so you can kind of see some of that. And again, they're not everywhere, but where they do form, there certainly could be some really large hail in there. And then the farther east you go into southwest Minnesota, that's where more of a wind and even an isolated tornado threat will develop. And even Sioux Falls gets tangled into some of that this evening. So pay attention to the weather. I know we're all a little rusty at this, starting off the severe weather season, but today is a good day to be plugged in on your Storm Tracker app, and any warnings and watches and lightning notifications. There's a whole list of things that you'll get. It's free to download on your mobile device. So you'll get updates here from the Storm Center, of course, as well. We've got those storms in the forecast tonight, but then after that, we go to more of a shower chance tomorrow. Maybe here and there. It doesn't look like a lot of rain, 72 for high. Another chance of a shower on Wednesday, high 70. Most of Kettleland will warm up a lot on Thursday with a high near 80. The winds will pick up, and then the temperature is going to fall. There's a powerful storm system tracking to our northwest. We do think that could develop a band of rain and snow across our region later in the week. Once we get through today's weather, then we're going to be able to unpack that one a little bit more. But I wouldn't be afraid to drop those temperatures into Saturday. It's going to be colder, blustery. And if the timing works out, there could indeed be a band of accumulating snow. We are not out of the woods on that. Most of you know that. That's kind of typical for Kettleland to still catch some mid-April snow. Pierre, you're up to 82 on Thursday. That's your warm day. Shower chances, of course, even tonight. There will be a couple thunderstorms, even for northwest South Dakota. So while most of the severe weather will be in the southeast, there could be a couple of storms even in the northwest. More details online at kettleland.com.